Hello friends. Welcome to the New Level TT channel. Channel where all table tennis secrets are at one place. In the first episode of this unique player development coaching series, we take a deep look at the most fundamental aspect of the game, trajectory tracking. This is something that connects all together, but it is not obvious for many players and coaches. Proper trajectory tracking requires coordination of body and the mind of a player. Behind the table, you need to know what to do, why and when, in advance. Also, you need to train your body to some patterns in such way that you can activate them when necessary. General knowledge is that there are always 3 phases for learning a new skill: cognitive, associative, and autonomous. We have basically 3 main areas in the game that we need to master: stroke technique, footwork, and tactics. In table tennis there is a lot of skills needed for each area, but if we extract what they share, we can train our awareness. This leads to more focused training and faster improvement. This episode and the second one might be the most important lessons for your progress. Information in those 2 lessons will be needed for getting you to the new level. So listen carefully. At the end of this year you will be completely new player. Your journey to improvement begins right now. Lesson is divided into following sections. Firstly, we discuss trajectory categories and their influence on the game. Then we look at the beats of trajectories. Next topic will be why players should think about the game in trajectories. We also give you few tips for preparation. And we conclude this lesson with summary and some thoughts. We hope that after this lesson you will be able to see table tennis more like we do. So let's start. What are those categories? Successful table tennis stroke will always generate trajectory belonging to one of the 3 categories. Firstly, when the ball leaves a paddle, it can only fly up or down. In this example we neglect spin of the ball. Based on this we have first 2 categories. We designated them as the safe and the dangerous. Later we discuss third one, the service trajectory. When we focus on path of first 2 categories until the ball hits the same spot on the table, we can analyze some differences. Falling time of the ball at safe trajectory is longer. This is caused by the fact that the ball goes against gravity force from the start. Peak of the trajectory lies in front of hitting point. Safe trajectory has big advantage for the defending player. Reasons are: they have time to act before ball reaches the top of the trajectory. Waiting for peak of trajectory allows ideal preparation for their shot execution, adjustment and timing. Dangerous trajectory is characterized by having peak point at the beginning of trajectory or very near to it. It demands, for opponent, shorter interval for preparation and to calculate or predict landing spot of the ball. The good news is that most of trajectories during rallies are generally safe. Now, let's look at third category. Service trajectory can be viewed as combination of the 2. Service trajectory is safe trajectory from the moment ball bounces at the server's side of the table. If we look at the audio aspect of the game we can hear one more contact with the table. Moreover, part of service trajectory, before first bounce, can be safe or dangerous also. This means that we even have some time before the first bounce. So, if we learn how to approach safe trajectories we automatically improve our receive game. But more about it in later episodes. For accurate processing of all trajectories we often need one more point. We show it here for completeness, but next lesson will reveal its true purpose. We call all these points audio-visual beats. So with this point in mind, if we focus at all trajectories when ball starts from opponent's paddle, we can see different number of beats. Moreover, there is also our shot that adds 2 more beats, but more about them in another lessons. We are talking in terms of beats because they help us with creating repetitive game pattern, also known as rhythm. When we track the ball, we need to process audio-visual information at the same time. Sound has huge impact on ability to track the ball trajectory. Our eyes during training actually have easy role. They predict rhythm changes, catch non-audio points on trajectory, and focus on the contact point on the ball we want to hit. Everything else about tracking will come naturally once you start catching these 3 points with your eyes during training. Before we move on the next topic, if you liked this episode so far, show your appreciation by giving it a thumbs up now and share it with your friends after. We will help you to be better player. You can help our community and the channel to grow. Thank you. Now, let's talk about thinking in trajectories. We were talking about trajectories starting from opponent's paddle so far. What about trajectories of our strokes? Later in series, when we start training your stroke, you should have trajectory of your shot in mind before the stroke execution. To get feel for your own trajectories. Imagine you are not able to technically perform the stroke yet, but you need to describe what it takes to get the ball to target spot on the table. In this experiment, we also neglect spin. Firstly, you need to imagine where you want the peak of trajectory to be. Based on that, you adjust initial angle of trajectory and power delivered to the ball in that direction, so that ball goes over the net. This needs training to get used to it, but after some time your brain will automatically start sending accurate signals to your limbs. If you are able to do all these trajectory calculations accurate also with different heights and spins of the ball, this is what we call feeling of the ball. Energy focusing, applying and handling different spins will be discussed later in the series. Imagine yourself seeing the game this way next time you go practice. Do a lot of pre-training preparation. Let us give you few tips before we conclude this lesson. Look at table tennis as a move game. You need to process 2 trajectories for every ball. Start from your opponent. Learn identifying trajectories by heart. Before the ball is played, try to predict trajectory of opponent's shot. Always have a reference you want to approach trajectory of your shot to. Start with safe 1. Experiment with peak points. This will reduce lot of mistakes. Think about placement as a path, not a spot. Analyze how the ball get there, this will help you in the future. To summarize, after first episode you should be able to identify trajectories and important beat points on each of them. Now you know that when practicing any stroke, you should have trajectory of the ball in your mind. So, firstly read trajectory of opponent and get ready for your stroke. Then perform your stroke with desired trajectory. Now you know how to do it. Train it. This awareness of trajectory matching will lead to huge improvement, regardless of your technique. Players often do not play the game during opponent's moves. They are waiting for the ball to come and then react. That is too late. We demonstrated that one cycle consists of 6 beats for safe trajectory. You should be acting at each of them. In the next episode we analyze how to save time during rallying and what actions are necessary for harmonic preparation of your strokes. You will learn complete methodology of table tennis in this course. If you start studying table tennis with us now, your progress will surprise you. Share our lessons with people so table tennis gets its spotlight. Help this channel by subscribing to it. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss any new coaching content. Share with us your ideas, experiences, and what you want to improve in your game the most. Leave a comment in the section below. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.